update of the garden vlog, a trip to B&Q, a B&Q haul, sowing seeds and some bargains that I've got for the garden. Please like and subscribe, hit that bell and give it a thumbs up if you like it. Just to let you know that the kitchen vlog should be out next week. Everything, the oven got delivered and everything else is in its place. So I've just got to edit for the video, but it should be up next Saturday. So that's something to look forward to. This is my garden table and chairs that I had years ago when I used to live in Kent. It's been at mum and dad's for the last few years while I've been living in an apartment. But I'm getting it back out, so I've just got to put it all together, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just, fixing it up. It's a metal table, so wrought iron, so it's quite heavy, but it isn't that big. It's 4 chairs and a little table, so yeah, and I've got some seat covers for it, for in the spring and summer, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. some flowers that I planted last time. So this Skimmia is doing really well. It's kept its flowers. The bulbs in the pot before were Alliums and they haven't quite come up yet. This Hellebore has started to flower. You can see the buds there. There's 2 of them so far. They should be a nice sort of pinky purpley colour. This is Hellebore 2 and it flowers this time of year, so early New Year, January, February time. This is the Snowdrop that I planted in a little pot. So I've got 1 little bud at the moment. It was sort of out properly yesterday because it was really sunny. It like opened up, but I think because it's quite dull today, it's still closed at the moment, but there's only 1 bud at the moment. And then we have my Alliums in the raised bed. They've started to come up, so I've got 3 of those at the moment. And then whilst filming this, I noticed that there was something else coming up. You might be able to just see it there, a little green bit. So there's also some anemones in here and some Echinacea. And also these obelisks, they're not staying in here because they're going to be for my sweet peas, but just to put them somewhere at the moment. And I got these from Home Sense in the sale. They were £13 each, but then when I got to the till point, well, they were actually £6 each. So a real bargain, and they're all metal, and they're like specifically for garden ones, so they shouldn't rust or anything like that. But yeah, a real bargain. I got them, was it just after Christmas, I think? Start sowing my seeds here. So I've got some wildflower Teasels that I'm going to be sowing, some Echinacea, which is a perennial, so that should come up year after year. They're really nice in autumn. I got some Ami Majors, which I'm doing for the first time this year, so I'm excited to see how they turn out. They're great for cutting flowers. I've got some stock, all different colours mixed here. And I've also got some Salvia, which I did plant last year and worked really well, so I'm going to plant them again and sow them again this year. So we're going to start off with the Salvia. Some of the seeds are pretty small here, but I'm just doing them in potting compost, just in little individual pots, but I'm putting a few seeds in each hole, just in case some don't come up. And I'm going to be keeping these indoors for the time being. So just these two trays at the moment I'm going to be keeping indoors in the 3rd bedroom in the window, which is south facing. Just going to be keeping an eye on them. And then probably around March time I'm going to be getting like a little cold frame for out the garden, and then they can go out there before planting after the frosts have gone, so probably like end of April, May time. growing some sweet peas. Now I've had these on soaking every morning and every evening, and then you rinse the seeds and then leave them on a kitchen towel to dry out a little bit. Apparently sweet pea seeds, they're quite big, but they've got quite a thick outer shell or coating or something like that, so you have to it's ideal to soak them. I haven't soaked them in the past and it's been like 50-50 whether they germinate or not, but I wanted to have quite a few this year, so I wanted to make sure they germinated, so I've started to soak them. These have been soaking for 3 days just in this little pot. So you fill the pot with water, soak them, leave them in there for maybe an hour or two, and then you take away the water and then just give them a rinse and then let them dry on some kitchen towel, and then do the same in the evening, then the following morning, following evening, so on and so forth. This is my haul from B&Q and a few bits from Sainsbury's as well. So I got this, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Alliums. So this has got to go in full sun, so that should be good. Then I got a nice peony. Again, this needs to go in full sun, so obviously my garden is south facing, so that shouldn't be a problem. I've got this nice pink one. These were all 3 for £8, so I did get 3 for £8. And then I got this dahlia, a nice pale purpley dahlia, so that'll be nice. And then, so those were the 3 for £8, and then I just got this one, an anemone. So you got 10 bulbs in here, and these were just £2. These are more like a woodland plant, so I already have some existing trees in the garden, so I'm probably going to put them there, under there, or on the other side of the garden I'm going to plant some new blossom trees, so they could go there as well. And then I got some sweet peas, but I've just started soaking these ready to sow. So I got sweet pea horizon mixed, and they're just like all different shades of pastel, so pinks, purples, there's like a darker pink there, whites, creams. So I've just started soaking those. I haven't soaked them before, I've just planted them, but planted them a bit later in the season, because obviously we're still at the end of January, so I've started to soak them. So I'm going to do that until I see a little sprout on them, and then I'm going to sow them in some little pots and compost. And then I went back to being, and I got this tray as well on that visit. It's just a larger tray. I've got some seed trays that I can fit 2 in here, and because I haven't got my greenhouse, I might not get this year. I'm hoping to get it this year, but I might not get it this year, but I'm going to get a small little patio one for the time being, but that won't be till next month or maybe even March. So at the moment I'm going to be sowing the seeds that I've got to sow in January. I'm going to sow them and then just keep them in here and keep them indoors on a windowsill for the time being. And then I got this one today. I had to pop to B&Q today because I've got a leak and I had to get a spanner. And I saw this, so I thought I'd get this one as well. So it's an agapanthus, a white one. My main colours in the garden are going to be white, pinks and purples. Yeah, but it's not like a proper colour scheme. It would just be what it is this year. So I got that one, but these were £3.50 because I didn't go for the 3 for £8 special. And then from Sainsbury's, when I went and did my weekly shop, I got a bleeding heart plant, which I've had before in a previous garden. But I'm going to put this in the front garden. It's a bit more shady in the front garden, which suits this one better. And then I also got this and Noreen. Well, there's two in here. I've never heard of these, but I thought I'd give them a go. And they need to go in proper full sun, no shade, basically baking hot. So that'll be okay for a pot on my patio. And I just thought they were little pretty flowers. They look a little bit like an agapanthus in the way that they sort of have smaller flowers from like a bulbous area. And these were 2 for £5, or you could buy them £3 each if you don't have a nectar card. So I got those.